What's up, YouTube? This your boy Landon, and this is Cowboys Endzone.
Promise and call me away. Another time to carry the colors again. My motivation and no house won't defend. Doing the honor of coming back home again. No explanation will matter after we begin. I'm not the dark destroyer that's buried within. My true vocation and not my unfortunate friend. You will discover all while you're unable to win. I'll have you know that I've become indestructible. Determination and less incorruptible. From the Amazon of terror to the whole annihilation will be unavoidable. Every broken enemy will know that their opponent cannot be invincible. Take a last look around while you're alive. I'm an indestructible master of war.
What's up, Cowboy fans and haters? This your boy Landon, and welcome to another edition of Cowboys Endzone. Coming at you from Arlington, Texas, representing Big D, them Dallas Cowboys. Tony Romo, as stated in the last video, outstanding performance against the Washington Redskins. Lights out football from our quarterback. We've got the Detroit Lions coming up this Sunday, October 2nd, at noon, live on Fox. So if you are in Texas or somewhere where this game is being broadcasted, somewhere where Fox is picking this game up, check out this game, 12 o'clock, noon Central Time. That is 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific, right here, right there on Fox. My biggest worry for this game, Matt Stafford can be stopped. Matt Stafford is not a worry of mine whatsoever. Our defense can handle him. There's not one solitary guy on that Detroit offensive line that can block D. Ware. DeMarcus Ware is going to have a monster game, and he's going to have Matthew Stafford running for his life. But the Detroit Lions have a DeMarcus Ware of their own by the name of Adama Suh. And just as DeMarcus Ware, there is not one single guy on the Dallas Cowboys offensive line that can block Adama Suh. He's fast. He has agility. He's smart. He knows how to read the blocking assignments to know exactly where the hole is going to be. So all he has to do is just run through it. He gets jump starts on the snap all the time. And he's going to have Tony Romo running for his life. And Tony Romo, his punctured lung is healing up rather nicely on its own, but his ribs are still bothering him. And D'Angelo Hall, I wasn't really worried about him so much. You know, a small guy. I think that Tony is actually maybe a little bit bigger than D'Angelo Hall. Adama Suh is a big guy. You got a big guy, as big as he is, hitting as hard as he hits. A hurt guy like Tony Romo could spell disaster. So we're gonna have to double up on him. I've already made my score prediction, 45-42 Dallas in overtime. But what do the Cowboys need to do in order to win this game, and what do the Detroit Lions need to do in order to win this game? If I am the Detroit Lions defensive coordinator, I'm looking out for 3 guys. Obviously, Tony Romo, he doesn't count. He's the quarterback. The quarterback of every team comes into every defensive game plan. Okay, so got him. But if I'm the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, I'm looking at 3 guys. Felix Jones, Des Bryant, and Miles Austin, who I'm told is possible he'll be back. We don't know for sure yet, but right now he's listed as questionable for that hamstring injury that he hurt on the last play against the 49ers. He did not play against Washington, and his absence really showed itself. Des Bryant, not sure if he's going to play either. I'm pretty sure he will. I think that Des Bryant has a much better chance of playing than Miles Austin does. Obviously, best case scenario for the Dallas Cowboys is Miles and Des both play. Worst case scenario if you're the Detroit Lions defensive coordinator, because both of those guys individually on their own spell disaster for a defense. Like I said, if I'm the Detroit Lions defensive coordinator, I'm looking at 3 guys: Felix, Miles, and Dez. Because all 3 of those guys are nightmares. They're lights out playmakers, and there's not too many corners that can stick with either Dez or Miles one-on-one. And there's not too many linebackers out there that can tackle Felix in the open field if he's got him one-on-one. 9 times out of 10, Felix got the moves. He's going to make you miss and make you look stupid. He's going to knock you back into 2nd grade when you were still learning what football was. Oh, damn, I forgot how to tackle. That's the truth, though. Now, if I'm Rob Ryan, defensive coordinator of the Cowboys. Rob Ryan, I doubt you're watching this, but by some chance that you are, if I'm Rob Ryan, I'm looking out for 2 guys. Like I said, obviously Matthew Stafford is the quarterback. He doesn't count. Looking at 2 guys. Well, 1 guy, really. You all know who he is. Number 81, Calvin Johnson. This guy, Miles, I'm sorry, you're good. Des, I'm sorry, you're good. But this guy, Calvin Johnson, makes both Miles and Des look like high school JV players. He is a beast. And nobody, and I'm saying this as a Cowboys fan, so you know I'm not biased. Nobody on our defense can stick with Calvin Johnson one-on-one. Not T. Newman, not Jenkins, not Alan Ball, not Sean Lee. Now don't get me wrong. If DeMarcus Ware get Calvin Johnson in the open field, he gonna lay his ass out. But he gotta catch him first. DeMarcus Ware got some speed, but I don't know about Calvin Johnson. I think Calvin Johnson might dust Ware. Now, the Cowboys defense stood tall against the Washington Redskins and showed how good they are. But don't get it twisted. The Detroit Lions are not the Washington Redskins. Or I guess I should say the Washington Redskins are not the Detroit Lions by any stretch of the imagination. The Lions offense is more explosive. They've got more heart. They got everything you need in an offense. I think that this might quite possibly be one of the hardest wins that we get all year. Like I said, we got Buffalo coming up. And I was wrong on my last video when I said we got Buffalo right before the Dolphins on Thanksgiving. It's actually Buffalo and then the other Washington game and then the Dolphins on Thanksgiving. So we got the Bills 2 games before Thanksgiving. Not even going to look at that game right now. Still a lot of football to be played by both teams to analyze and see exactly where we're going to be at by then. So I'm not even going to try to look that far ahead. as the Buffalo Bills do look good, but this video is about the Lions, who are also equally as impressive. Now, if I could only make just one key point for the Dallas Cowboys about this game, one key point game plan, that if they do this, I promise you they will win the game. One key point in the game plan. That's all they need. They don't need any fancy stuff, and I'm talking offense here. I'm not talking defense. One key point. I guarantee you if they do this, they will win the game. Protect this guy. Protect all Romo. If they do that, if they protect Tony Romo and don't allow him to get hit and rushed and sacked and knocked off his feet and thrown off his game and getting his ribs hit every other play till he can't hardly stand up no more. If they protect Tony Romo, we will win this football game. And I don't care what our defense does or what the Lions offense does. That's the only thing we have to do in order to win this game. Protect Romo. I cannot stress to you how important that is. Romo has shown week after week this season what he can do when he has time. So, give the king the time that he needs and just wait and see what he's going to do for you. Now on defense, two things. If the defense does this, we will win the game, regardless of what the offense does. Two things. Number one, obviously, lock up on CJ. Because if you let CJ out in the open field, he's going to burn you for a TD every time. You got to get lock up, man on him. Buck zone, because he can read it and weave right through it. Okay? You've got to get lock up, man defense on Calvin Johnson, and you've got to put a guy on him that can stick with him. And the only guy that I see that I think might even have a chance at sticking with him is T. Newman. You've got to put 41 on 81. If you're going to play man, that's what you got to do. 41 on 81. The other thing, pressure Stafford. Pressure Matthew Stafford. Rush him. Make him run for his life. Make him rush his decisions and make him rush his throws. Matthew Stafford has shown that he's good. But he has also shown that just like Tony Romo, he is prone to making mistakes under pressure, as a lot of quarterbacks are. So get some pressure on that guy. Don't let him get comfortable back there. You've got to penetrate the line early and fast. Because I promise you, if he takes a 3-step drop, you give him longer than 3 seconds to throw, he's going to burn you. You've got to get penetration early, and you got to get through fast. And you've got to pressure that guy. Because if you don't, he will burn you, and he will make your defense look stupid. So lock up on CJ and pressure Matthew Stafford for the defense. For the Lions defense, what they need to do, which I really don't think is possible, but like I said, what they would need to do in order to win this game is to lock up on Dez and lock up on Miles. And make sure that the linebackers are always paying attention to Felix Jones. Because I played football in high school. I was a quarterback, and I played defense too, but I was a strong safety. But there was a couple plays when they had me switch out at linebacker, so I know what the linebacker is supposed to do. The linebacker's number one job is exactly what his name sounds like. Watch the guy that's exactly across from you behind the line of scrimmage. Watch the running back. Unless you're called a specific play, that's what you're supposed to do. Watch the running back. Wherever he goes, you go. If it's a running play, you follow him and get his ass to the ground. If it's a pass play, you shuffle over and follow him in his passing route. If he catches, and then when he gets the ball, you lay him out. So the Detroit linebackers are going to have to keep an eye on Felix. I don't think there's any linebackers for the Lions that can keep up with Felix, that can stick with him, but possibly, I don't know. The other thing that they're going to have to do is get pressure on Romo. And I'm just being completely honest here. Like I said, I'm a Cowboys fan. And I'm telling you right now, if the Lions do this, they'll win this game. Pressure Romo. Get penetration. Knock him out. Play after play after play. They're going to have to knock him out time after time and time again, all game long, and throw him off his rhythm. And get him feeling the pressure a little bit. I hope that doesn't happen because Tony is my boy and I would really hate to see him leave the game. But I'm talking from a non-biased perspective right now. That's what the Lions need to do in order to win this game, is pressure Tony Romo. Personally, I think that the Dallas defense will be more successful than the Detroit defense will be. As far as offenses go, I think it'll be a shootout. I think that both the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys have about the equal amount of talent, pretty much on both sides of the ball. That's why my score prediction was so close, such a close number. Again, 45-42 Dallas in overtime. Predict we win by a game-winning field goal by Dan Bailey. I predict it's similar to what happened in San Francisco. Lions get ball first. Defense stands tall, forces a 3-and-out. We drive down the field and kick a field goal. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I believe that that's a great possibility for this game. These two high-powered offenses and these two stand-tall, stonewall defenses. But personally, I think that both of our defenses are going to look stupid. I think that both offenses, the Cowboys and the Lions, are just going to go out there and have fun, just like playing in the backyard when you're out barbecuing after church and you meet at the park or at the local high school stadium or whatever and just play football. That's probably what this game is going to be like, just two offenses having fun. It's going to be Romo to Dez, pitch and catch all day. It's going to be Stafford to CJ, pitch and catch all day. Both of these defenses are going to be basically more or less non-existent, with the exception of DeMarcus Ware and Ndamukong Suh, which are both pretty much on the front line. Ware is technically a linebacker, but more often than not, he's rushing the quarterback. So that's what's going to have to happen, guys. And I predict that that is going to happen. This is going to be a field day out there, really. It's going to be an absolute clinic by both offenses. Personally, I think if Dallas runs the ball a little bit better than Detroit, I think our passing games have about the equal amount of strength between us and the Lions. So like I said, it's just going to basically be back and forth all night, and it's going to be a very close, very heart-pounding game. It's going to be one of those ones where I smoke a whole pack of these in one game, because I'm about to damn near have a heart attack with the closeness of the game. But I'm looking forward to it. I love those kind of games, and as I mentioned a couple videos ago, just that much better that they're playing at noon. I don't have to wait to live in the hype. Wake up, cut the TV on. There's my boys playing. So again, tune into Fox this Sunday at 1 Eastern, noon Central, 10 o'clock Pacific time a.m. To watch the Detroit Lions come into Arlington to play the Dallas Cowboys in new Cowboy Stadium. Both teams with incredible momentum right now. The Dallas Cowboys, of course, winning their very first home opener winner in the very first home opener win ever in the new Cowboy Stadium since it opened just a few years ago. Lions, of course, coming off that phenomenal comeback down 20-0 at halftime, so the Vikings end up winning in overtime 23-20. It's going to be an offensive battle, guys. I love these kind of games. I love seeing the kind of scoring, not even as a Cowboys fan, just as a fan of the sport in general. I love these kind of games, so I can't wait. Should be a lot of fun, and I hope to see you there too. Anyways, I'm out for now. This is your boy Landon in Arlington, Texas, representing Big D, them Dallas Cowboys. This has been another edition of Cowboys Endzone. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop the comments below. Subscribe, like, rate, all that good shit. I'm out. How about them Cowboys?